Hey guys, my name is Addie and I'm going to be going over the notes that Dr. Ross has prepared for us. It's going to be over chapter 6 and it's all about listening. In my personal opinion, to be a great communicator, you need to be a great listener as well. So let's dive in. Identifying and understanding the 5-step process of listening. First, what is the true definition of listening? Listening involves receiving, attending to, understanding, responding to, and recalling sounds and visual images. When listening to someone, you draw on both auditory and visual cues. Receiving. Together, seeing and hearing constitute receiving. This is the first step in the listening process. Receiving is crucial to listening. If you cannot see or hear the other person, it can be harder to have an effective conversation with another person. Sadly, our hearing can be hampered by noise pollution. You can enhance your ability to receive, improve your listening as a result by becoming more aware of your noise pollution and adjusting your interactions accordingly. So, if you're having an important meeting, date, or casually hanging out with someone, pick an environment where you can be a good receiver. Attending. This is the second step in the listening process. It involves devoting attention to the information you have received. The extent to which you attend to received information is determined largely by its salience, the degree to which it seems especially noticeable and significant. Be present in the conversation, that way you can properly understand and respond back. Understanding involves interpreting the meaning of another person's communication by comparing newly received information against our past knowledge. Fourth, responding is communicating their attention and understanding to you. When you actively listen, you do more than attend and understand. You also convey your attention and understanding to others by responding back to the person you are having a conversation with. Recalling is the last and remembering information after you have received, attended to, understood, and responded to it. Recalling is a huge part of the listening process because we judge the effectiveness of listening based on our ability to accurately recall information after we have listened to it. A way to enhance when you use all 5 senses. The next topic we will be talking about is the importance of listening. Let me set a scenario for us. You're having a job interview and the interviewer is going over the duties of the work. You're too busy thinking about what you're going to say next, and the interviewer surprises you with a question about the duties. This is why active listening is so important. It is not always a job interview, but the details that are part of a conversation. How this can affect your interpersonal relationships is how you receive, attend to, understand, respond, and recall your interaction with them. Now we will be reviewing strategies for improving your attention. One way to improve attention is to limit the amount of time you spend each day multitasking online using multiple forms of technology. We probably all have done this, where we're working on homework and instead of looking at the computer screen, we find ourselves scrolling on Instagram seeing that dog father's in town. So, why is limiting multitasking online important for improving attention? Because multitasking erodes your capacity for sustaining focused attention. People who spend much of their time, day after day, shifting attention rapidly between multiple forms of technology train their brains to focus attention only for brief spurts. So, by limiting your multitasking online, it can help your attention span increase. The second strategy you can try to improve your attention is to elevate it by following these steps. First, develop awareness of your attention level. Second, take note of the encounters which you should listen carefully, but that seem to trigger low levels of attention. Third, consider the optimal level of attention required for adequate listening during these encounters. Fourth, compare the level of attention you observed yourself versus the level of attention that is required, identifying the attention gap that needs to be bridged for you to improve your attention. Lastly, and most important, elevate your attention to the point necessary to take auditory and visual information you're receiving. Next, we're going to be talking about the 5 purposes of listening. Listening to comprehend kind of explains itself. We listen to hopefully comprehend what another person is saying, to understand the context and recall the information if necessary. When listening to discern, you focus on distinguishing one sound from another. The most common form to listen to is someone's vocal tone and assess mood and stress level. When you listen to analyze, you carefully evaluate the message you're receiving and you judge it. Listening to support is pretty explanatory as well. If a friend calls you and they're stressed and needing to rant, you listen to support them. Now we are going to be talking about the two listening styles that are most common in the United States. In the United States and Canada, time-oriented and action-oriented styles dominate. Time-oriented prefers brief and concise encounters. Action-oriented want brief, to the point, and accurate messages from others. Lastly, I'm going to explain why eavesdropping is unethical. Eavesdropping for the people in the back is when you listen in on a conversation you are not a part of. Saying that within itself should be seen as unethical. People do this all the time, snoop in on another person's conversation, but it's none of our business, so let's just not eavesdrop. Well, I have reviewed the notes from Dr. Ross, and I hope this helps you understand and become a better active listener. Have a great week, everyone.